Ads are liars. This really shouldn't surprise anyone. But specifically, this Cascade ad is completely full of lies. That even contradicts itself. That or they don't know how to do basic math.
I used to wait to run my dishwasher till it was super full. Now, I dish differently. I run it daily. Weekdays. Weekends. Sometimes after a big snack. You might think that's wasteful, but it's not. Because even half loads use 80% less water than hand washing, saving up to $130 a year on utilities. And with Cascade Platinum Plus, you just scrape, load, done. So next time you're waiting to run it, just run it. Dare to dish differently.
I also do recognize that I just technically made you watch a Cascade ad to understand this. But considering they weirdly private these ads sometimes, all things considering, it's at least historical bookkeeping. So this is what they want you to see. They use 80% less water and so cost less. And so as you can see, they want you to think this, that the water difference is this much, so you must be saving a lot of money. And so how they even get that math? This is how, by this little graph here. So it's 4 gallons per cycle if you use a Cascade, and 4 gallons for every 2 minutes if you hand wash. I'm keeping it on the entire time. And in the little white text at the bottom, it says that energy certified dishwashers use less than 4 gallons of water per cycle, and running the tap for 11 minutes while hand washing uses up to 24 gallons. So either one of the things are wrong, because they must have rounded up the minutes for the tap, which I assume was like 11 minutes 55 seconds, as their own statements contradict themselves. This is even simple math. If you use 2 gallons a minute, then 2 times 11 is 22, not 24. So will it actually save you money? It says it'll save you up to $130 in utilities. Well, let's see. When switching from using 180 gallons of water per week hand washing to automatically dishwashing 4 times a week using an Energy Star dishwasher. Wait a minute, 4 times a week? They said every day! The ad's literally called Everyday Dishwashing with Cascade, in parentheses. And they even said for like big snacks, so assumably you use it more than once a day. I'm just going to use it once per day. That's even what the ad says. Water prices actually vary state per state, and the amount you use isn't like actually set for gallons, because they don't actually price water by gallons. And they didn't even specify what state it would be, and that saves you money. And Florida happens to be one of the states where water is actually quite cheap. So I'm just going to be using Florida's because I live in Florida, and they didn't specify. They don't actually challenge per gallon, but they do have this on the groundwatergovernance.org. There's no set cost for tap water in Florida, as prices vary depending on the municipality. However, the average cost of water in the state is $2.50 per 1,000 gallons. And so by using some simple math, being good, $2.50 divided by 1,000, it equals about 0.0025 cents of a dollar, or percent of a dollar, which equates to automatic dishwashing being 7 cents per week, $3.64 per year, and hand washing being 45 cents per week and $23.40 per year. Which seems actually pretty cut and dry. It is cheaper to wash your dishes by the automatic dishwasher. Except for the fact that Cascade Premium Plus, which is what's shown in the ad, costs money strangely, which they didn't factor in. Which seems like a strange detail to forget. A small oversight, I'm sure. So we'll factor that in here. So, Cascade usually costs for you about $20 for the 52 pack, but for argument's sake, let's go with the 62 pack, which is arguably a better deal for Cascade. And now we have to figure out how much Cascade you're going to need for a year, but for doing it by 1 pack per day, that'll be easy, which means that'll be 365 divided by 62 gives us 50.8 something. But until the day that physics will allow me to buy 0.8 something of an object, I will just go with rounding that up to 6. And at the rate of buying 6 Cascades for $22.99, that brings our grand total of Cascades to $138 for Cascade pods for a year, which brings our total for the automatic dishwasher to $141.64 per year for the automatic dishwasher and $23.40 per year for the hand washing. And I know what you're thinking. So they didn't like say generic dish soap costs money too? Nope. So I guess you're gonna have to be using just water. Very, very hot water to make sure all your dishes are completely sanitized. Also, they didn't mention that you need to rinse off your dishes. In fact, they say just scrape it off in the trash and put it in, which, if you're using energy efficient, is probably not going to work very well. Which will bring us to our final question. So did they lie? Yes. Illegally, no. However, they did say in the white text, the translucent white text at the bottom, that you only wash your dishes 4 times a week. The name of the ad's Every Damn Dishwashing with Cascade. So, however, it's technically legally true. The guy in the ad quite literally also says, I use it every single day for every meal and even big snacks, which would actually imply 3 times a day, and probably more for big snacks, but I assumed it was just going to be 1 per day, which is more normal. Also in the ad, they say it's for half loads. So not actually just a couple of dishes and a cup. So that's also disingenuous. However, legally, they didn't lie at all. Because in the little translucent text at the bottom, they actually clarify everything they say. However, quotes, clarifying, they're just lying. They're just lying in the ad. And then just saying ignore that. Here's translucent text at the bottom. I mean, it's not true at all. If you just kind of at the bottom say, well, actually, if you only look at it from this angle or from this side, but not if you actually think about or factor in how much our Cascade costs. But in any case, what am I to judge? But Cascade Platinum is apparently recommended by more dishwasher brands in North America versus any other dishwashing detergent brand. However, those recommendations are a part of a co-marketing agreement, so I don't think you should trust that one too much. Also, this video was originally a slideshow that I recorded in person, but that didn't turn out too well. Slideshows are apparently, it was hard. Anywho, thank you for watching. Goodbye.